Hello, this is Falterfire, and this is me recording the first video. So this is one of the first runs that I've recorded after release. It's been like over a month since release. I've done several live streams, but this one's probably going to go in my actual queue to be released probably in September, I think. Anyway, goal here is to get a win with all 7 idols enabled, which is not going to be easy. And to make things harder, because this is a rotating challenge from the Discord, and the previous S7 wins largely relied on abusing Frenzy. For this challenge, Frenzy is not allowed. All right, I'm absolutely not going to fight Formless for this. We are just going to, so step 1 is we're just going to bail on a couple runs, drop down to Vanilla, because this is like, it's very unlikely we win on the first try anyway, but it's good to have dreams, you know. But so aside from that, I believe my plan is to try and make Raodan work, because I believe that Raodan has the best chance starting out because of Raodan's passive just being very good, and because I think Freeze is going to be very good. So I think my plan here is to use Jazz Hybrid, which is a list that I have used previously, to reasonable success. I think I'm going to probably adjust the list slightly. I don't think I want the overcharge. I think I do. So right now, one of the notes here is I do have the Haunted Memories here is largely for popping Purity, because I do need the ability to get, which was also part of why the overcharge was there. The overcharge was there for also for growth making, but because I want to be able to freeze things, I need access to Purity breaking, which the Hobble theoretically provides. In addition to the Hobble's weak is useful. However, kind of done with Haunted Memories. Deck is a little light on draw. I guess the Hobble's kind of draw. Doesn't have any heals, so I think Putrid Idea is a good idea. Death Field is maybe unnecessary. I could maybe swap Death Field for something else. I do like having Cleanse in the starting deck though, and like if I cut Death Field, my only other options for Cleanse are Burning Prism, which creates Cauterize, or Cauterize itself. Tend to think is worse. The nice thing with Death Field is it does give me stuff to transform with Frozen Solid, which can be nice. One thing that I am considering trying to work out here is like getting in a Distill Elements and a Mana Jolt. That seems good. And just cutting the focus entirely, maybe. That gives me less mana up front. What was the first card I cut when I started tinkering with this? God damn. Oh, Overcharge. So, I could go Heroic Vigor. That is a possible choice. Trying to think, like, I also kind of want Frozen Hide, just kind of like route out the Trinity. And the tough and the sturdy can be very good. I could also see myself going for either a Reforge or a second Frozen Solid. Extra Transform is very good. Having extra Frost is just generally useful, I think. I'm going to go Visions of Frost, because I do like having that as a targeted way to freeze on key turns, and it can just float. It can just hang in hand if needed, if I can't play it. We're going to start with this. There will probably be multiple attempts, let's be honest. So, I think we still go Forest. The downside to Forest is that we have to deal with like the Forest bosses, which I think the Forest fights generally are going to be harder with idols. But the Ramparts fights aren't easy either. So, kind of... I tend to think the Forest mid-bosses are easier than the Ramparts mid-bosses, but I think the end-bosses for the Forest tend to be harder. Like, Giant Lore Blossom is going to be a major pain in the ass. I do think this set of idols isn't the worst. I do often like doing idol manipulation to get access to certain cards. I'm trying to think what we would want here. We are going to get chances at emptiness cards. We're going to get chances at cruelty cards. Those are both good. With the sheer number of idols active, I don't know that we will be able to have much control anyway. I do like Icy Gale cards, but our pathing may be somewhat restricted. So, this video is very likely, if it's to either be very short, in which case I may just not release it, or to contain multiple runs. I think I do take the draw. It's not great, but whatever. There's a decent chance we end up having some amount of curse sub-theme. We can't take Mystic Renewal, unfortunately, because the rules of the challenge. I think I am still tending to want to go right. The main question is, like, do I want to hit both of these? I do think Thriving Blizzard and Bracing Cold can be pivotal cards for the run, which means that I think that might be worth giving up 2 events for. Double Thornberries can be majorly punishing, but it's the first fight, so if it ends up being too bad, we can just bail. I think, because this is never going to do anything for us, I think, and this is, I think, a relatively minor benefit. I think the Mask of Malediction has the highest chance of being relevant to the run, but obviously it's not super valuable. So, getting that immediately is nice. We're just going to get shield here. So, yeah, because we're taking 21 actual damage here, so use all that shield. No attacks this turn. So that's not going to be a freeze because we don't have Adept. We could get Adept, but I think we just put Curse on you. Going to get mana out of that. I think we do this because I want to be able to Frozen Solid that. And the reason we did Adept was because of the emptiness buff to Frost. Right, we can freeze one of them again. Although I didn't even comment on the fact that my whatever got cleansed off. The curse. So we have not enough mana. Now we still don't have enough mana, but we just work on getting a kill as soon as we can. Which is why I'm prioritizing getting out Occult Ritual as much as I can. It's just, the sooner we can just kill problems, the better off we are. I'd like to ice this, but that's a kill, and I don't think we can give up a kill. Take the wits. One nice thing about Raodan is we do get a lot of extra mana. Like, we are spending a lot of extra mana, but, you know. Not having that shock is a bit unfortunate. It does reduce our damage output, but I think it's still... Oh, I should have done that. Alright, that was actually kind of a mistake, because if I had drawn... I know I could have used this, I guess, to play it. I think I couldn't play the Occult Ritual if I had drawn it, but I didn't draw it, so it was relevant either way. Alright, let's do that. Plan is we can use that to freeze next turn, potentially. Maybe not, though, because we're frozen. We're weak. But we should should be able to get Occult Ritual this turn, which will be lethal. So that went relatively well, but that was probably one of the easier fights for us. I think we do want a little more mana. White Flame Shield is not the worst option to pick there, but hopefully we are obviously having problems with actually getting freezes off, and the hope is that that one thing will help us with it. So by getting just get a shield here so we don't get beaten up too bad. Alright. Alright. Double freeze is nice. It's a little risky to have played the Raw there actually because I shouldn't have, because I really didn't want to get I didn't want to be stuck in the position of not being able to play the Occult Ritual. We really want to be able to play that every time we draw it. I think we just have to get shield here. Alright, Arcane League. Because there's 3 of them, we get 2 ranks of Arcane League. 3 idols, action, let's fight. Which means that next card we play is going to blow us up, which is not great, but that's why we can cleanse here. Yeah, I don't love how cursed we are right now. I just don't love that we aren't going to be able to freeze out whatever. You just have to super cleanse here. It's not enough, but and that helps a little. We can get through this fine. We still can technically restart and take an alternate path, but that would not be great for us if we have to do that. So close. Problem is, I guess we're going to just shock ourselves. But I think we can't afford to play anything else. I think we have to do this. We may still be dead. Alright, that shield barely keeps us alive. Alright, well we didn't just get immediately got, so And that shot could actually be life-saving. Could it mean that we just get the kill here? We're not weak, so... Yeah, okay. Very close, but we did get it. Extra, these are all incredible. Some of the best buffs we could have gotten. Scarlet Incantation. I don't know. I like the idea of Scarlet Incantation. I'm not sure we can pay it off consistently enough. And like the extra shield from Mind Shield I think could be life-saving. So, literally, so. That's very good. Angry Cut. It may just be the Mind Shield though. Because I think that is still the weakest card in the list. I could be wrong, but that's where I'm at. Right. There's only one idol active here, and this weather is kind of a mixed bag in terms of good versus bad, so I anticipate this being, as these fights go, relatively easy. This doesn't quite work out the way I want it to. It's okay. Getting ready to curse, I think, is good. Freeze isn't necessarily the most useful on the turn where they're not attacking, but I'll take it. Take any freeze we can get. Okay, so that now costs 4, so all melees drawed are going to leave it unplayable, unfortunately. Still worth doing that because we decay off the Arcane anyway, and I guess we have plenty of wets, so maybe it wasn't worth it, but whatever. Minor details. So that turns this on. That extra 20 damage from those detonations is huge. Obviously. I feel like that is probably something I didn't have to explain, to say out loud. Just get mana back. I don't want to draw into... Actually. Because doing that, the Cobra shovels back in if I play it that way. So that actually works out. And so I use up the freeze. Don't take any damage. And that doesn't even hurt us that bad. Yeah, we do take a little bit of damage there. Fortunately, that one doesn't die. Yeah, just get rid of Ice Block, actually. So we're guaranteed to draw whatever. But goal is to mitigate incoming damage as much as possible. small amount of damage taken. Should be able to get the kill this turn. And yeah, so this fight, not good, but it could have been a lot worse. Like we saw in our previous fight. So that is... that is the one that we really didn't care about. That's really unfortunate. I had a 2 out of 3 chance to get a card that would do a lot of work. Oh, time to roll the dice again. This fight we have 2 idols to contend with. We actually get to get rid of that this time, which is nice. And that works out very well. Yeah, that getting the Grimoire, which literally is doubling our damage effectively, was a huge pickup. Also the bonus to Max Arcane coming in handy. Okay, but we don't want to leave ourselves in a bad position there. I actually am looking at this. I think Cauterize may just be the card that we want over the over the Death Field. I say that, but I am about to potentially use. That'll do. This fight is actually going way better than the last one did. I would not have expected that. I guess a lot of it is like we just didn't get doomed until after the fight was already in progress. We took so much damage in that last fight from just the curse. Bracing cold. Very happy to see it. Keen Contemplation is maybe the cut. I think we do still need the defensive field. Visions of Frost has been so-so. Hasn't been exceptional. I don't really like cutting draw. We just pick up another good mana card. Do we need Haunted Memories? I think so. I think we're going to need it for Purity Smashing. And, like, we don't need it... Well, no, we may need it for Purity Smashing here, even. I think Keen Contemplation is the only one I can even remotely justify cutting. Either that or Visions of Frost, but Visions of Frost, the fact that it doesn't cost us a draw for the first time. And we just got the Keen Contemplation because we got the 1 mana draw too. Oh, plus 1 mana gain of return, that's also very good. We're going to try this without a rest. A decent chance of having to rest and restart. Also, Spiriting is fine, which is something that I have to remember. And unfortunately, we weren't able to get through all the purity here, so we just have to, and it decided to come out swinging, so we just have to eat that damage, which is not my preference. And we are hyper shriveled. No, I guess only 3 shrivels. Could be a lot worse. now have 2 of our trash cards in the draw pile. Get shield to try and mitigate some of the incoming problem. That has to die. Would kind of like to draw the death field to get rid of this, as we can freeze. It's just Adept and Mighty, I believe, which is the thing that I'm like least scared of happening. Let me double check that. Vessel of Impulse. Depth 4. Yeah, Mighty, Adept, Powerful. Yeah, of all the things that it can get, that is the thing I'm least scared of. Like, I do get extra, just like 1 extra Arcane Detonation worth of damage though, which I don't think is worth it. I would rather go Cleanse, Shield, I think. I have some extra mana for next turn. I totally meant to throw that Arcane Detonation here to try and kill this, and my brain just disabled itself, which is unfortunate. Hopefully we don't get punished too bad for that, but we might. We do get to evade one of these. Attack plus up is Frenzy gain, I believe. Yeah, it's Frenzy 2 and Purity 1. Which, I know that we can let it have that. That unshocks us, which is nice. Alright, taking extra turns does hurt because we don't have good cleanse, but so that's just going to die to Curse. But we're going to die to damage at this point. But I can't play that now. It wouldn't have been enough if I could. I think we're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. We have to restart. Still, that was closer than it could have been. Absolutely, I think we need either not have Cruelty A1 or we need to have, this is largely irrelevant. Instant Accelerator could be life-saving. And we either need to not have Cruelty A1 or I need to have more cleanse. I think I just go shield here. Now I'll get rid of the Frenzy with no downside to us. Not getting any upgrades from the events was a little unfortunate. But being able to transform this immediately is going to help. No point in playing that. Good turn to get evasion because there's a decent chance to end up having to eat frenzy turns here. Let's get down to only one frenzy turn. Alright, could be worse. Isle of Corruption applying poison to us could, or Hunt hitting us could eat the whatever stack for us, which would be nice. Let's go cleanse, I guess. That was a very good turn. And our decay was removed, which is nice. Yeah, I think we have this. So I don't think we can freeze again. I don't think that's going to be lethal. It's not, but we can force the evades, and then next turn we should be able to kill, because we're guaranteed to draw whatever next turn. And I don't think there's anything the other cards can do that would, that would possibly fuck us over. And we're not even shocked anymore, which helps. Not that it matters. Alright. Unfortunately, we can't take Mystic Renewal. Rules of the challenge. We weren't offered it anyway. Sparklight Focus is okay. Mostly it's a mana card that also strips purity on enemies, which is nice. I don't think we can afford Deranged Insight. Now we get 2 upgrades, which is very good. We get to upgrade Occult Ritual. And we need to upgrade Defensive Field. I think we cut... I don't know for certain that we still need to Still Elements. Because we picked up another mana card, and because we have the extra status reduction every turn, I think we get rid of Still Elements. That may be ambitious, but we'll see. See what this event is. I want to see what the other event is, because absolutely S7 is the sort of thing where I am very happy to restart to try and find a better event. That's not really any better. Do we have an outfit? We do not. I would have to take a fight for it. I don't think I care enough. This is worse than what we have. And then I think we'll take Crystal Ball, though. Crystal Ball is not the best, but it's certainly not bad. Okay. Goals in this fight. Don't let this thing create trash. Try to prevent. Let's just see what we get on that. Oh, it's not bad. Let's ice you. Oh, right. That'll actually work out perfectly. And there's really... I only could play that. Just get curse on you. Pretty good turn one. Alright. Yeah, it's not going to freeze anybody, but... Don't think that's going to be enough damage. Yeah, no, that wasn't really worth it. I should have just... I don't know. Should have just gone for a mana or shield. Take you out of the fight completely. So I can freeze you, or I can go cleanse, shield. Drawing into mana most likely. Or this, which is better. Yeah, because now I can just go cleanse, shield. This will actually just get us the kill. Pop. And we got an upgrade, which is nice. Stone Skin, I think, is good. Balanced Ritual has potential. We can't spend a reroll here because we really want Shocking Grasp. I think Stone Skin helps our survivability enough to be worth it. Because we don't otherwise have a tough source, I believe. We currently have temporary tough, but having that permanently would be nice. I think Frozen Solid Plus is probably the pick here. That gives us Ice Block Plus, which gives us a lot more shield. Again, improving our survivability quite a bit. This video, by the way, is going to end, I think, after the Giant Lore Blossom fight, one way or the other. Although, that will include, if I end up having to do the Lore Blossom fight multiple times, it will include... I think I'm going to ice the Mana Jolt for this fight. I don't think I'm super interested in the possibility of getting shocked if I can avoid it. So icing this would be good, but I think... Let's start with that. Okay, because yeah, I was going to say, because I can still do this afterwards. And then doing this just because that gets me other detonation. We are weak. If I do this, we could get Adept. But we wouldn't be able to freeze that, so we're going to do that. It's worth it. Rude. Oh, that means that I now don't feel as bad about spinning this on that. Messed up my sequencing there though, because I could have gotten a discount on mana there. I don't know if the sturdy matters, but I'd like to have it, so I did. I got it. Should have done this first. That'll be a good end spot for the turn. I'm glad that our post-mid boss fights have gone well, because my hunch was that, yeah, once we were able to get those first few upgrades, it was going to do a lot to help us, and sure enough, picking up even those first couple upgrades on top of all the idle rewards we've picked up has helped us a lot. And now we are -5 status per turn, which is a lot. We get Shocking Grasp, we didn't have to spend a reroll on it. We can upgrade Shocking Grasp, so we can grasp shockingly. And we only have one rest left, so this still could all fall apart. But obviously going into this with this much health is very good. Not really. That'll work. Yep. I didn't even think about the potential of freezing these guys this turn, but this is not the turn I want to freeze them because they're not doing anything. Any of the things that would be particularly problematic. This turn freezing out could be good because either of these guys could be, because they can splash out a bajillion purity, which not great for us. We would rather not have that happen. There's not going to be enough frost. Okay. So here's the plan. Perfect. Exactly according to Keikaku. Translator's note. Keikaku means plan. Yeah, that was not great, but the rest of it went according to Keikaku, okay? This one was already cursed. I had just forgotten. Should have tripped stuff on it. Unfortunately, that's probably the only freebie we're going to get. We don't really have scaling to... let's get another freebie. Oh, whoops. That was a pretty big mistake. Because now I can't do this. That may actually be backbreaking. I didn't think we were going to get frozen there. I was not paying attention, because if we had played out Depth Field, we could have gotten rid of the Crystallize, we could have gotten rid of... I guess the Frail isn't that big a deal, but getting rid of the Crystallize would have been nice. Alright. Yeah, Purity comes out. It's only 2 ranks Purity. I honestly thought it was going to be more. It's not enough. Having a purity source would also be nice, but... Also, the fact that, again, we have this extra max arcane helps a lot, because it means we take a lot fewer detonations, because we took, you know, it takes us 19 now for this third detonation instead of 16, or no, instead of 14. So yeah, massive, massive improvement there. does mean we are still taking quite a lot of damage, but we're not just dead, so the goal is that if we can kill at least one of them, life gets easier. But decent turn to get evasion. Alright, this will pop purity across the board. I think I can get you off the board completely, which means that I now have a kill at least, which, will it be enough? Who knows? But it was a kill without giving out too much death spores either, which is nice. The problem is that was the only one I had weakened. We do not have the shield to deal with this turn. I have to play this. I can't not. You know, I can't really afford to take that bleed proc. I can't afford to not play out that every time I get the chance. I've got a frozen solid left. I really don't want to have to spin that there. Because you may not have enough shield left. Oh, and now I don't even have the... yeah, I messed up. I think I just died? Nope, still alive, barely. But we didn't get out Occult Ritual, which is really not good. Yeah, more cleanse. Or just no Idol of Cruelty in A1. Yeah, we just die here. Alright, well, not the worst for a first attempt, I think. Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't have been typing here. So yeah, that's fine. I still could have restarted, obviously, but I think, I don't think this list was working. Major notes, lack of scaling obviously hurts. It's hard to get everything you want going in this depth. The problem is, like, I need shield still. I don't know that I want to do Burning Prism over Cauterize, but the Temporary Powerful might be useful. Burning Prism can't ever give me shield, though. I definitely need more shield, and I think that's the main thing. It's just like, or again, I need to have Cruelty not in A1. And I may try running this back just like with Hunger instead of Cruelty in A1 and see what that does for the for things. But yeah, that will be it for this time. I will see you next time. Until then, toodles.